don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mayfield. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. He finds Beckham complete. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Here we go, 46.
This is Elliott. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On third down, it's Prescott. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Hey, man, 180. 54. Switch up, switch up.
Mayfield on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, Mayfield again. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Check 13.
Prescott from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was a nice score.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And some room to work. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. DeMarcus Lawrence, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check the backer, check the backer.
To throw, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mayfield now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go. Alert, 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 alert.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Set, 180. 3 balls, 3 balls. Hatch it, hatch it. Pistol.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down, and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll give it to Chubb. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
No, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal.
47. 53 is the mic.
Prescott to throw this time. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
And the Browns first down.
Good. 180. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
At the 22-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mayfield to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Quit talking about it.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing. Prescott. Johnson with a completion over the middle. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
58's Mike, 58. 58's Mike. Kill. Check 43.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
53, Mike. I got him. 53's the Mike.
From the 17, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Watch the screen. Pass. I got it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he finds a man with a crossing route. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. The Browns send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Crunch time, defense. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
50. There you go. Go right in. Mike, 58, right there. Under. Watch the curls. 58. Hey, kill. 26.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Kill. 47. Go. Get out there. Let's go. Kill. Mike, number 26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
58 for Mike. Let's go.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He's going to loft one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I got you, son. He's checking. I got you.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 44, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th.
53's the mic. 53's the mic. Come on, baby.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
We're going to 53. Check. Lucky. We're going to 54. Why?
Again, it's Elliott. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey, 47. 53, check with the 26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
50-yard line.
There we go. 58, the mic. I smell fear in that offense. 26.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott, and he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Tackle made by Demarius Randall. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On 1st down, Pollard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here we go, 47.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting...
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott His third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. King. Mike's 54.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a 1st down here. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and it's 2nd down. Mayfield with it once more. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Mayfield's throw finds Callaway complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire time.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns get a score closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Check 53's Mike. Watch the pass.
And they take a knee. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Check 53. Gotta do better. Come on, 53.
So they go back to Elliott. He's been busy. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Cowboys on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Mayfield on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
At the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 53 is the mic.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were buoyed